Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be going in depth into the brand Laura Mercier. It's definitely one of my favorite brands, so I'm going to be using all of their makeup today. So everything that's on my face right now is Laura Mercier. I'm really loving how everything turned out. If you don't know that much about Laura Mercier, hopefully this video will be informative enough that when you go to a stand, you'll know exactly what that product is. But yeah, if you guys are interested in seeing how I got this look and learning more about Laura Mercier as a brand, then please keep watching and yeah, let's just go into it. So I'm just gonna start by pinning my hair back just to get it out of my face. Okay, so firstly we're just going to talk about the primers from Laura Mercier. So they have about 6 or so different primers. There's hydrating, there's oil free, there's mineral, there's your regular foundation primer, there's radiance, and there's radiance bronze. Oh yeah, and there's also one with an SPF in it. So I'm just going to be starting off using just a regular foundation primer. Now just applying about this much onto my hand, I'm just going to start working it onto the skin. I love this one just because it feels really hydrating. It's exactly what I'm looking for in a primer. If you go and have a feel of it in store, it feels like the perfect consistency for your primer. It feels a little bit tacky as well. I feel like when my skin's really hydrated, that's when my makeup actually lasts longer. So I actually picked up their newest foundation, which is the Candle Glow Soft Luminous Foundation. This one is in the color Dusk. I've been trialing this for the past 3 days straight for full days. And what I'll say about this foundation is it's a very light to medium coverage foundation. For me, I found that I couldn't actually build on it that much. I had a breakout around here, or like a deep sort of pimple, and I had a lot of redness there, and I found that it just wasn't building on no matter what I was doing. So I just went in with a concealer and covered that up. But just to keep in mind, for me, this wasn't that buildable. I think this would be absolutely amazing on people who have more of a mature skin or a really dry skin. With this foundation, it's actually got purified water in it for hydration. It's also got a blend of lightweight emollient oils in there to help lock in moisture. I'm just going to start applying this on now. What I'm actually going to do is mix that in with probably my favorite Laura Mercier product. It's the Tinted Moisturizer Illuminating SPF 20. This one's in the shade Natural Radiance. This one is my holy grail. This product is what made me fall in love with Laura Mercier. It's sort of like the tinted moisturizer and the foundation primer radiance mixed together. It looks stunning on the skin. So mixing that on the back of my hand, I'm just going to start dotting it on my face. Now Laura Mercier do have a lot of other different foundations, and I definitely feel like the Silk Cream foundation would be more suitable for me. In the oil-free version, there is 2 different formulas. Hold on. So this one's actually the old formula of the Silk Cream foundation. A lot of people might recognize this. I don't have any of the newer versions. I do think this is quite nice. It's got really beautiful coverage. I'm just going to start using my sponge to blend that in. So what they did was reformulate this foundation. There's now oil free and there's also moisturizing, so it's great depending on what your skin type is. So they've got a couple of other different foundations. I've got a discontinued one here, which is the oil-free Supreme. They've also got the Moisture Supreme foundation, which they're actually discontinuing with that one as well. I've got another one here, which is the Creme Smooth foundation. That one's a really moisturizing one, so again, does look really great on people who've got mature skin. They've also got the Smooth Finish Flawless Fluid, which is also really nice medium to buildable coverage. It's a really quite watery consistency, so you need to shake that up beforehand. Tinted moisturizer wise, they've got oil free, they've just got the regular tinted moisturizer, and then they've obviously got your illuminating. I get so many people onto this product because it just looks stunning on the skin. As you can see, blending it in with that foundation, it gives you that really beautiful glowy dewy look. So really fresh and healthy skin. So for concealer today, I'm just going to be using this little undercover pot. It comes with two different types of concealers. This one on the right here is the Secret Camouflage, and then this one's just their like creamy concealer. So yeah, with the Secret Camouflage, it's a very hard consistency. You really need to use your fingers to warm up the product. You'd only use it around the areas of the face. You wouldn't use it underneath the eyes because it's really drying. I think it actually is really a great product for using on your blemishes because I find it doesn't move around as much as a creamy concealer would. Whereas this one, it's a lot more of a creamier consistency. I'm not sure if you can see. It's a lot more of a creamier consistency, and you can use it underneath your eyes. So I'm just going to start by using that creamy concealer underneath my eyes. I'm just going to start popping a little bit on underneath, and especially in here where I do get quite dark. So the next product that I'm going to be using is the Secret Camouflage, just because I do have like a couple blemishes that I want to cover up that the foundation didn't. Now I found with this foundation when I was wearing it is that it came off a lot here, especially through the T-zone. I looked really quite oily, so I'm just going to add more coverage in those areas. So I'm not sure if you can see, but I've had a lot of the concealer sort of settle into the crease of my eyes and around my eyes. So I'm just going to set with a Secret Brightening Powder from Mercier. This is also a really popular one. What I'm going to do is, because it's a lot of product here, I'm just going to use what's in the lid. Before I do that, I'm just going to blend that out again and then quickly set. So I don't have any Mercier brushes, so I'm just going to go in with the Morphe M501 brush. Just get a little bit of that from the lid and then set underneath. This is amazing for setting underneath your eyes if you do get a lot of creasing. So before I set the rest of my face, I'm just going to use this cream palette here. This is one that I have made myself. I've got the colours Praline, Lotus Pink as the powder, Rosebud, Canyon, Blaze and Sunrise. These blend so well. These are the best cream blushes ever. They just look so natural. I'm going to use Praline because that one's my favourite. And then just using my finger and dabbing that along the cheek there. So I'm just tapping that on the apples of the cheek and going up. Now I'm just going to talk about the translucent powder from Mercier. This one is an extremely popular makeup product, and I think it's made popular by a lot of YouTubers here. A lot of people have been using this for the baking method, which what you do is you can like pack pack it on with a sponge or with like a really dense brush, like underneath the eyes, through the T-zone, to clean up your contour. I personally actually haven't even used this product for the baking technique, but I think I'm going to try it out today. It's just meant to really help to brighten everything up and really set everything. If you are oily though, this is amazing for keeping your oil at bay. And then just pat where I want to set. So now I'm going to use this Blush and Glow Radiant Face Trio. I bought this over Christmas because it's got 3 of the different colours in there. It's got the Highlight 01 in there, it's got Bronze 03, and it's got Ritual, which is kind of a blushy, bronzy shade. So I'm just going to use that Bronze 03 shade and just like swirl my brush in it. I'm going to start bronzing. Now the Matte Radiance bronzers, they are my favourite formulas out of all their bronzers to use. Now that I've finished bronzing, I'm just going to use this sponge to start baking. So I think the idea is that you take a fair bit of it, pop it wherever you want. So I'm just going to do T-zone underneath the eyes and then clearing up this bit here to make it quite sharp. So I'm excited to see what the end result will be. So what I'm going to start using is one of these caviar eye sticks from Mercier. I think I want to do a kind of taupey kind of eye. So I'm going to start off with the shade Amethyst, and I'm just going to place it over the majority of the eye. Now I'm going to use this eyeshadow palette that I got at Christmas time. I thought it was really good because then I get to trial their eyeshadows. Their mattes feel quite creamy. I think their eyeshadows are pretty good. The only complaint that I'll probably have about it is that I do get quite a lot of fallout. They're quite powdery eyeshadows. Now I'm just going to take that Bamboo shade. I'm just going to press over the shadow, the cream shadow, to set it. So I'm not going to do anything too dramatic today. Then just taking the shade Ginger on this little pointed crease brush, I'm going to use that through the crease. Oh crap. Oh, I'm taking the Espresso Bean colour on the Models Prefer crease brush, and I'm just gonna put that more on the outer corner. Then going in with that same pointed brush, I'm going to take the shade Cashmere, which is a really sort of light purple grey matte shade, and blending that through the crease. And then just going back over with this fluffy brush and blending again. Taking the Jet Black Kohl eyeliner. They do obviously have their gel eyeliners as well, but this is one that I picked up in the set with a mascara and a little caviar eye stick. So I'm using this one because I always like to line my tight line with this. So I'm going to use this Full Blown Volume Supreme Lash Building Mascara in black. It's got like your basic brush wand in there. I think it does a good job of separating, but I probably skip on their mascaras. So moving on to brows, I've got their eyebrow pencil in Rich Brunette. It just looks like this. They do have eyebrow powders as well as their kind of version of like a pomade. I do use this quite a lot. I like it because it's got a little spoolie on the end, so you can just go spoolie and then fill it in and then go back to spoolie, and it's really easy and a quick way of doing the brows. I find this formula is quite waxy, so sometimes I like it, sometimes I don't. I find it's pretty good for keeping your hairs in place. The only other thing that I wish that I had was a Laura Mercier brow gel, but we'll skip on that because it's mainly just meant to be Laura. Okay, so now that they're filled in quite heavily, I always go just back in with the spoolie and I just keep brushing it out to really fade it, but this is the shape that I want for my brows. So I think it's time to brush off all the excess powder. I'm just going to be using this Zoeva 101 Luxe Face Designer and just brush everything off. It definitely does make a difference in terms of highlighting the face. And now moving on to definitely one of my favorite things when doing makeup is highlighting. So I've got the Candle Glow Luminizing palette here. So you've got these two bigger shades here, sort of a peachy light bronze shades, and then you've got these 4 single shades here. So this is actually quite good because you could use these just as eyeshadows and stuff like that as well. I'm not sure if I want to use this, or then I've also got the highlighter in Indiscretion. It's so pretty. Oh, and I had Laura Mercier training like, I don't know, maybe 2 months or something like that ago, and they're coming out with new highlighters that look like this. This is so exciting. Okay, so they're coming out with 3 other highlighters that look like this but different shades. So there's Indiscretion, which is this one. There's going to be Devotion, Addiction, and Seduction, which will be amazing. I absolutely love like the ripples to it. I think it's just beautiful looking highlighter. So that's meant to be launching in August this year, which will be so exciting when it finally comes out. And then we've got Highlight 01, which is really pretty. What I usually do is I put Indiscretion on and then I put Highlight 01 over the top usually, but I'm actually dying to use this Candle Glow one as well. Let's just start off with mixing Radiance and Glimmer together because why not? So let's see how we go. I hope I like this. That's nice. I'm just gonna get some of that. Do my Cupid's bow. It definitely adds so much glow. Ooh. Now moving on to a lipstick shade. I think I already know what lip color I'm gonna do. It is the Velour Lovers lip color in Boudoir. I don't have any lip liners from them, but they do a nice range of lip liners. So I'm just gonna quickly go pop on some lashes and we'll be finished with this makeup look. So I hope that you guys really enjoyed this video. I really thoroughly enjoyed filming this for you guys. I honestly just love Laura Mercier so much as a brand. I think they do really beautiful base products. Definitely had so much fun doing this and picking the products. I hope that this was informative for you guys. There's not much else to say besides thanks so much for watching, and I love you, and see you in my next video. Bye!